Hey everyone, how's it going? Fantastic77 here, coming to you with some Team Fortress 2. Hope you're doing well. I'm playing a little bit of the Demo Man class here on Swiftwater, and I'm using the Double Donk, the Charge and Targe, and the Caver. And the more I play with Loose Cannon, the more I end up loving it. And I want to talk about that and something else here in the video. So, we're playing a little bit of Swiftwater here, which I find myself playing a lot more of after Casual had been released with the Meet Your Match update. So if you all have been under a rock for a while and haven't been playing TF2, the way finding a casual or a pub game now is that you just select from a list of game modes and it will randomly put you in a server. And now Valve has made it a little bit better in the sense that I do find myself getting into games a lot faster. But with a party, it still does take a ridiculous amount of time here. But that being said, I have also been playing a bunch more games, game modes, and maps that I hadn't otherwise been playing. Swiftwater being one of them. I feel like the only time I've ever played Swiftwater prior to the Meet Your Match update coming out was either competitive or a pickup game or some sort of UGC Highlander match or something like that. And the reason I attribute me playing maps like Swiftwater and even Snowy Coast more is that, well, the game picks for me what kind of game I'm going to play. Obviously, I have some choice in the sense that I can pick, if I just wanted Upward and Barn Blitz and Badwater, that's the kind of maps I'm going to get. But I figure that I should give myself a variety, so, I'm even playing game modes like Attack Defense, Capture the Flag, King of the Hill, which I usually never play, and obviously you're seeing a payload gameplay here, which is like, hey, Fantastic playing payload, big surprise. Where's the Capture the Flag gameplay, Fantastic? We want that. Well, this kind of highlights my point a little bit here. This video here kind of highlights my point of some of the things that I wanted to talk about in this video. So, a few things. One, when I do play Swiftwater, I feel like there is a 70% chance, let's just throw an arbitrary number out there. You know that 90% of statistics are made up, right? Ha 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 ha. No, but whenever I play Swiftwater, I feel like if I'm playing offense, I have a 90% chance or 70% chance of losing. Basically, every time I feel like I'm playing this game, I feel like I'm going to lose. And then other times when I'm playing it, I feel like if I'm on defense, I have a 100% chance to lose. And there's some maps where I just feel like it's stacked up against one side here. Now, obviously you've probably played in games where, like, hey, fantastic, I was playing defense on Swiftwater and we managed to make a great hold. Or we were playing offense on Barn Blitz and we were able to cap the final point with no problem here. And yes, I think with great communication and a team that knows what they're doing and, just some basic communication and tagging off of each other, anything can be done in this game. Obviously, if you get a group of friends, maybe like 2 or 3 people, even at the least, you can get a victory in Team Fortress 2 on a casual mode. And that's really what I like to do when I play the game, but I find myself, solo queuing into a lot of games here. But that's what I really wanted to talk about, is let's say you are playing solo TF2, you just want to hop on casual, and you do get on Swiftwater. Are the odds in your favor that you will win or you'll lose if the teams are stacked evenly? So let's say both teams are evenly skilled, evenly ranked, however, in the future TF2 is going to match people. Right now I feel like it's just completely random, which I think it is just completely random. So let's just say you get in a server of Swiftwater, and you have 2 teams exactly evenly matched. Are the odds in one side's favor? Does it lend more towards the defense? Does it lend more towards the offense? Now, I think with certain maps, it goes for the defense definitely, and that's why you see on the competitive side of Team Fortress 2 that a lot of these maps are not being played, and you have variants of them. So I wanted to talk about 2 maps in the pro version of TF2, let's say, that are being played instead of their default, custom-made maps. One, Swiftwater, which was Barn Blitz, which has been changed around many times in the competitive scene in TF2. Every season it seems like Barn Blitz is being changed. It is now aptly changed to Barn Blitz Pro, but there have been maybe 6 or 7 versions of Barn Blitz Pro that have been made. And some of the changes to that have been at the end of the map. The last point is infamous in Barn Blitz for having some problems. So like, widening the paths so that it doesn't become a choke point like you're seeing in this area here. It's just a huge choke point for explosives classes on Swiftwater. And you just put some sentries at the end of it and it becomes this huge death trap. But that's for Barn Blitz. Another one is Viaduct. Now I've been playing a lot more Viaduct, which is a King of the Hill map here. And in competitive, you have it called Product, which is a completely different name for it, which is very confusing, by the way. But Product is, it's instead of snow, it's, like the grassy, sunny disposition that this map has here. And there's some widening and some sniper sight lines that weren't available before here. You should see some cool graphics that I've added up or differences to it here. But that's what I wanted to ask you all. Are some maps better for the offense or for the defense, and what do you find yourself doing when your team just has no sense of communication, has no idea what they're doing, and just saying, why are you taking it so serious, man? It's just casual, man. Well, because I've played this on Highlander, and it gives me flashbacks of me wanting to take it seriously here. You can see diving for the last point. I must say I do love the double dunk, just because it has so many great attributes to it. Even when you're going against an Uber, you can just knock back the medic here. Game's coming to a close. Pretty good game here. Let me know what you all think about competitive maps and if any side has an advantage. Thanks.